Of all the most famous Minecraft theories out there, it's safe to say that the number one is Herobrine. Players who started playing Minecraft years ago will definitely recognize the name, but even newer players have become curious after hearing it mentioned. Many will ask, who is this mythical figure? While others might wonder, what happened to Herobrine? Well, get ready, because today I'm gonna tell you the story of Herobrine. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, or Herobrine is gonna come for you. To really understand his story, we need to go back to 2010. Man, those were much simpler times. But there's one very important thing we need to keep in mind. As of today, Minecraft is the best-selling game of all time, based on copies sold. And one of the biggest strategies behind that success is that Minecraft now belongs to Microsoft, with every new update featuring promotional videos, fan voting, and huge expectations. But it wasn't always like this. It's easy to forget that Minecraft originally started as a dream of just one person, Marcus Notch Pearson. Back then, there were only a few updates and a much smaller community. Minecraft itself was way more basic at the time, and because of the low visibility and minimal world details, the game had a much darker and lonelier vibe. There was no RTX, no advanced effects, and no soft lighting. Nights in Minecraft were terrifying, so dark you couldn't tell whether that thing in the distance was a zombie, a skeleton, or something else entirely. This alpha version of Minecraft was a total mystery to most. Notch kept updating the game, but very few people actually read the changelogs. Every time you started a new world, you had no idea what you were gonna find. But one day, a post completely shocked this small community. In August 2010, a user posted an image along with a short explanation. The version was Alpha 1.1.6.2. This tells us it was posted after August 13th, 2010. I had just generated a new single-player world in Minecraft. Everything seemed normal at first. I started chopping trees and created a crafting table, when I noticed something moving in the fog. My computer is slow, so I had to play with tiny render distance. I thought it was a cow and followed it, hoping for some leather for armor. But it wasn't a cow. I saw a character with a default skin, but his eyes were completely white. There was no name above him. I double-checked I wasn't in multiplayer. He didn't stay long. He looked directly at me and then ran into the fog. I chased him out of curiosity, but he disappeared. I continued playing without knowing what to think. As I explored the world, I found things that didn't seem like they were randomly generated. Perfect 2x2 tunnels in stone, small sand pyramids in the ocean, and forests where all the leaves had been removed. I kept thinking, I saw the player in the fog, but I could never see him clearly. Every time I increased render distance to try to see him, he was gone. I saved the world and went into the forums to see if anyone else had seen the ghost player, but no one had. I created my own thread describing my experience. It was deleted within 5 minutes. I tried again and it vanished even faster. Then I got a private message from a user named Herobrine. The message had only one word: stop. I tried to view his profile, but the page gave me a 404 error. Later, another user emailed me. He said the moderators could read private messages, so we should use email instead. He claimed he had seen the same mysterious player and had a small list of others who had too. Their worlds were also full of structures that were clearly handmade, and they all described the same player, with white, pupil-less eyes. A month passed before I heard from him again. Some people had looked up the name Herobrine and discovered it was often used by a Swedish player who turned out to be Notch's brother. I emailed Notch and asked if he had a brother. He eventually replied with a short message. I did, but he's no longer with us. I never saw him again after that first encounter, and nothing else in the world changed. At least, nothing I didn't build myself. I managed to take a screenshot the first time I saw him. That's the only evidence of his existence. With that image burned into people's minds, the speculation exploded. Had Notch added Herobrine as a friend or as an enemy? Nobody knew. But then a second event poured even more fuel on the fire. A streamer named Copeland posted a screenshot in his chat showing a house on a cliff. At first glance, it looked normal, but if you looked closely, you could see Herobrine down below, watching. A few days later, during a livestream, Copeland was playing peacefully, until something strange happened. Hours later, he returned to the house, but Herobrine was gone. So he deleted the world and swore never to play it again. With this, the supposed evidence kept piling up. Several streamers claimed to have seen him, but the most famous case was Partimus, who saw Herobrine during a session in a lava field just before the video feed cut off. When it came back, Herobrine had vanished. By that point, Copeland had started linking to a website called him.html. A creepy video of Steve with human eyes appeared, and a broken message that, when rearranged, said, "It's been reported that some victims of torture during the act retreat into a fantasy world they can't wake up from. In this catatonic state, they live in a world identical to their own, except there's no torture. The only way they realize their condition is by finding a note in that fantasy world telling them to wake up. Even then, it can take them months before they're ready to leave their imaginary world and finally return to reality." Most people already knew this, but it had to be said. Those videos and screenshots were fake. Patamon admitted to his wife that he was just trolling, and Copeland kept up his story until 2012, when he explained he had retextured a painting with Herobrine's face and pretended to find it live. There's an interview where he goes over his process and answers some interesting questions. You'll find the link in the description. In hindsight, it's obvious it was staged, and it might be easy to laugh now, but remember what we said earlier. Minecraft used to be a game full of mystery. The community couldn't be sure whether Herobrine was real or not, and the legend spread way too fast. Any normal person would be confident Herobrine wasn't real. But with the dark atmosphere Minecraft had back then, there was always a tiny doubt. Maybe, just maybe, he was watching us from the fog. If you ever played Minecraft during that time, you know exactly what I mean. But everything changed on August 31st, 2010, when Notch posted a tweet clarifying that Herobrine wasn't real. And just months later, he added that there were no plans to include him in the game. So of course, the Herobrine story was fake, right? A few months later, in beta version 1.6.6 from May 31st, 2011, Notch posted a changelog on Tumblr, which listed some bug fixes and tweaks. But the last line, out of nowhere, said, "Removed Herobrine." But don't worry guys, that was fake too. The next versions, Minecraft Beta 1.7, 1.8 and 1.0, all included the same removed Herobrine line. Even after Microsoft bought Mojang in 2020, version 1.16 didn't feature it in the changelog line. But the version 1.16.2 brought it back again. Of course, this is just an Easter egg from Mojang, a way to keep the joke alive. Herobrine earned his place in the community, appearing in patch notes for a character who was never even real. He's also been in promotional material, in the Minecon 2011 poster, in official Minecraft character images, and even on Mojang's Facebook cover photo. Mojang loves to troll the community and reminds us of the time when Herobrine was truly terrifying. Or maybe they're trying to tell us something. Maybe, just maybe, if you stare into the fog long enough, you'll see Herobrine staring back. Like we've said all along, Herobrine is one of Minecraft's biggest legends, still haunting us to this day. But who knows, maybe Mojang talks about him so much that one day they'll accidentally add him in a future update. But thanks for watching the video, and if you liked it, don't forget to share it with your friends. It really helps me out to keep making content for you guys. I'll see you in the next one.